once again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Josh, Isaac, and Aziz. That was the game. Spurs knocking out Manchester United out of the Carabao quarterfinals, and United exit the Carabao. Your thoughts on the performance, Josh?
Yeah, it was a very changed team that Ruben Amorim put out today. There were rare stats for players like Altai Bainda, Anthony and Christian Eriksen. But largely the game was much more controlled. United kept its shape, though you could easily see the trouble of players struggling at the back because of maybe the new partnerships of Lindelof and Lenny Yoro in the back, and Mazraoui playing as a wing back on the right. There was a bit of confusion in that part of the pitch, but for me, most of the goals that United did concede were mistakes by the goalkeeper. So it is not, apart from the one that should have been disallowed, that is the fourth goal. The most of them were mistakes by the keeper, not even just the defense. United kind of played well, conceded a goal. Second half started immediately. The second half had started. We conceded a goal. We looked like the game looked like it was poised for a 5-0 thrashing. But we quickly conceded a third goal from Solanke. Still, I thought the keeper should have done a bit better. But then again, maybe it was not a day for keepers, because Foster, on the other hand, was also ready to gift us some goals. He did gift us one when he played a short pass that was caught by Bruno Fernandes. It was very clever of Bruno Fernandes to bait him to play that ball. And we got back into the game through Joshua Zirkzee. At 3-1, you always thought that the comeback was on. And soon thereafter, Amad Diallo gets a second goal, and it's 3-2. But Son gets a corner kick, and a foul is not seen by the keeper. And a goal that should not have stood is given as a goal. And the game ends 4-2 in favor of Spurs. But all is well. At least the structure is there. Ruben Amorim knows exactly what he wants to do. And for us, this is a pre-season training.
Aziz, I see you're burning for words. You're burning for your thoughts.
I've been wanting. First, let me correct you. It's not 4-2. It ended 4-3. You know,
3.
Oh, sorry, 4-3.
Yes, we fought today.
Yeah.
You talked about
Evans got a goal. Sorry, special mention to Evans. He did get a goal.
Okay. Let me just say this and don't interrupt me.
Okay.
Sure.
Manchester number one. We already expected.
Don't tell lies.
No. You know, you gave your own analysis. You know, you gave your own opinion. Let me break down this game and let me
break it
just
down. Break it down, Aziz. Break it down.
I am not a Manchester fan, but let me just talk and not being biased. Number one, Amorim got wrong with his selection. You know, Tottenham are home and they are playing their strongest team. And guess what? In the weekend, they are playing Liverpool. Why are they playing their strongest team? Don't you want to win a cup?
Everything.
Don't you want to motivate your team? And this is what I don't agree with, with coaches. Even like yesterday, I understand, Arne Slot, he has big ambitions, but I somehow agree, benching some of our star players, but not all, key players. Like in the defense, you'd have played at least Virgil, and one of the reasons is because, winning a Carabao Cup, it motivates, it acts as a motivation. And when you have something to win mid-season, you have accomplished something. And people can call it Mickey Mouse Cup. You can call it whatever cup you want, but at the end of the day, it's an achievement. So today, I didn't expect this kind of selection. I expected Manchester to come, full force, but they benched one of their, players who is in form, Amad Diallo. You benched Onana, bringing in Lindelof, trying, you know, different types of defenders. Like it didn't work for you guys. It
Coming
didn't work
from
for you guys, and
an
and
injury
and,
and
and
getting injured again.
yes, exactly. You know, a player who is coming from injury, it's not best to start him, but bring him late in the games. You know, if you feel like you need to play him. I don't know if you noticed. Arne Slot was asked like, "Why are you not playing Chiesa?" He said, "It's not the right time. It's not the right time. Not the right intensity of playing him. In a game like Fulham's game, playing him in a Champions League game. No, he started. He didn't even start him yesterday. He brought him in the second half, in the dying minutes, so that he can get his fitness. Uh, Another thing is uh, both keepers are very horrendous. You know, you will not escape with that. You will not escape with Binder's mistakes. Even Tottenham had very bad goalkeeping. Had very bad,
Poor. Both
they had a
keepers
very
were
bad
horrible
keep.
today.
Yes.
Disaster.
So if you talk about Binder's mistakes, same as Tottenham, you know, they made big mistakes. And if they had Vicario, oh, this game would have ended badly. That's one thing I know for sure. So today's take, I think, is Amorin. I think he's learned his lesson. I don't think that if it comes next season, watch. I know you smile now, Josh. Next season, if he comes, he will play his strongest teams against any team. And that's what thing I liked about
But
Ferguson. He doesn't care if a team is a relegation team.
Can I
Bring
can
he
I
will
fight
always
can
you.
field
can I
out the
can
best
I
team.
can I answer you now?
Yep.
I feel like I need to respond to some of the things that you have said.
Mm.
Not that I object to your own understanding of what transpired, but I don't think, first of all, I think I should say, as I'm a Man United fan. Since you stressed that you're not a
But just
United
you're
fan,
United. I'm a United fan
but
too.
You
But let's be objective.
you'll be
yeah,
Do
biased.
you
you
can be
think? Do,
You'll be
okay,
blind.
be objective and give your views.
okay, give your views.
Mm.
You're done.
No, yeah, no, I'm
For me,
waiting for you. Give your views before I
Okay.
can give
Okay.
mine
This is what
because
I have to say.
I am biased.
I believe United were the better team overall. Of course, in the first half they were poor, and Spurs were sharper. Were sharper when it comes to or when it came to taking their chances. Bainda, what a catastrophe, man! Worse, bad, poor. I don't know what to say, but I think worse is the best way to say it. Very, very poor goalkeeping. But yeah, United tried to. I mean, the bench brought them back to life. They tried to do better. Minus performance to me, the substitutions were really on. Minus performance, you have Ahmad Diallo, you have Joshua Zakzi, you have I mean all the substitutions were on point. I mean they changed the game, they influenced the game. But today I think Martinez was not at his best. He's had some great games, but today was I mean it wasn't one of
How?
those games. I don't know.
I don't know
And
why
ever
you keep
no,
picking on him. I
no, Josh. I'm not.
you are
He
you're
hasn't looked the
picking
same
on
ever
him.
since the injury versus Sevilla. No, for real.
That's who? Which Martinez? Is there
the
another
one
The
Salah
Martinez?
took him
butcher.
to school.
Licha.
The
The
one,
butcher,
the one
Josh.
Salah, the one he gave him the
The
school
guy
bag
had
so
a
then
very
ran.
good game. The guy had a very good game. Even
Josh, let me
today,
finish my
the
take.
number of vertical passes that he made to players were just too many.
Josh, let me finish.
Yes,
Let me finish my
yes,
bit. Let me
please,
finish my
please,
bit, please.
please.
And maybe last I would say Amarim's, yeah, as Aziz highlighted, I think he underestimated his opponent. His opponent fielded a very strong team, and he should have done the same. You just joined a new club. You need to make a statement. You need to win everything, anything that crosses your path, whether it's a Carabao, whether it's rather Community Shield, whatever crosses your way. At least you want to be that manager who wins something in their first in their first season. So, but even sorry, on the positive note, he's a seriously a good manager. He's a top
Yes.
coach. You can see it and how he quickly I mean, he's given this team an identity. You see what the team is trying to play. There's a structure. We have an identity, although the player quality isn't there. And the club are going to be, I mean, the club needs to be a little bit more ruthless when it comes to cutting off players that are not performing so well. And we need the club also, Amorim needs to make a statement, dropping more players. I'm happy that he dropped players last time when we're playing the derby against City. And I mean, one would argue, I'm telling you, if Amorim had lost that game, one would have said it's because Rashford and Garnacho didn't play. But we see even today, Rashford didn't travel with the team. De Ligt didn't travel with the team. Rumor is he was sick, but we all know what happened with the interview. But overall, I like the second half more. More. And yes, the keeper was a disaster. Both ends, the other side and the United side, both keepers were a disaster. Josh, in a few minutes before we wind up, I know you have some shoots. Some shots to release. You have some
can
bullets
I just
to get
say
out of
one
the chamber.
small thing? Add to your point.
Go on.
I think you were spot on when you said the manager is good, but the players are not up to standard. And that's one thing I just told Josh. I told him if Manchester loses this game, it's not because of the coach's tactic, but it's the quality of players that we have.
You even mentioned it earlier. Yeah. In fact, you said if United lose this game, it will even prove more that Eric Ten Hag wasn't the issue or wasn't the problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, Josh.
And,
yeah.
Go ahead, Josh.
No. You were saying something?
I said I forgot to add a point about you had the second half, the way you are pressing, it was showed a lot of energy than the first half. And I told Josh, like, you need to have that pressure. 90 minutes, not for 10 minutes, not for 20 minutes, not for last 30 minutes. But I understand the players are not built that way. But why do you have professional players? Why are you paying this player 200,000 a week? Why are you paying them 100,000 if they can't fit in your team? The culture that you want to bring in the team. So for me, play with the same energy from the start to the end, and that's one thing I like about Klopp. Same energy. We will give you the same energy from the start to the end. So
well, Josh,
Josh,
before you come in,
I know you have...
Josh, before you come in real quick, well, United had 9 shots. Spurs actually had 9 shots. United had 20 shots. Majority of them second half. 6 shots on target for Spurs and 5 for Man United. Then possession 46 for Spurs, 54 for Man United. Passes 423 for Spurs and 481 for United. And lastly, pass accuracy 81% for Spurs and 83% for Man United. Josh?
Yeah, it was a good game.
And Josh has no word.
Yeah, it was a good game. It was a good game. I'm comfortable with the game that result. I saw. Yeah, not the result.
I'm also happy with how we played, by the way.
And the other thing is, unless I'm not a United fan, ready to invest in disappointment, because I don't expect Manchester United under Ruben Amorim to win every football game they play. You're just planning to invest in disappointment, and you will always be disappointed because the man told you as soon as he came in that this is a period that we have to suffer. He's preparing his team for a time that he will not suffer as much. But the fact that he came in at the time that he came in, when there's just too many games, there's no pre-season training that the players have had. He has a very highly demanding system of play to impact new knowledge in these players. I mean, all these things were going to be very difficult to achieve. So for you to ask the manager to be winning football games, play the same lineup, the other guy is your better player, play him. I mean, he's not going to do that. And maybe you've just not paid attention. But since he came through the door, he's been doing exactly what he intends to do. And more often than not, we have seen that he could be right about the things that he wants to do. So for him, if he has set out his objective to play the Champions League next season, and he knows that he can either be fourth or win a Europa League title to play in the Champions League, so why not do that? I mean, rotate your players and keep them fresh, so when the time comes that you need them most, they are available. United is a team that suffered a lot last year because they never had players. Now you compare him to Jurgen Klopp, that he used to play his side, and you tell me that next season he will be playing his side. Yes, he will be, because at that time he will be ready
Aziz
for him to trust a side.
and Josh.
He cannot be trusting a side right now when he has barely had a month at the football club.
Aziz and Josh, I like the going back and forth, but yeah, United play Bournemouth on Sunday. Bournemouth has been knocking down big teams this season in the Premier League. They've been so tough. They've been confident. They've been strong. They are taking chances. They are winning chances. They are converting chances. And yeah, they've been a better team. They've played so well. And it's not a team that you're just going to overlook overall. It's not a team that you're just going to overlook. And they're in the 6th position currently with 25 points. United 13th position with 22 points, just 3 points away. Meaning if they win, they go toe to toe and they have the same points with Bournemouth. But before we wind up in 30 seconds, Aziz, you have something to say?
Yeah. Manchester, go Manchester, keep on losing, make my day. I almost had a bad night. It was going so well until you started scoring.
So
But I want you guys to keep up this form. One game, win one game, lose one game. Let me enjoy another Ten Hag, season, because Ten Hag, that's one thing he was good at. Breaking records. Losing records. Yeah.
That is you being ruthless.
No, I'm just being honest. If you want me to be, that's my honest opinion.
Okay.
Because for me today was a hate watch. Any team loses, I will win.
Well,